Murda, what's good, man?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, dog? It's been a little minute, man.
Shit, just chilling, man. Working, staying safe, staying healthy, staying inside,
Yeah,
quarantining. You know what I'm saying?
nah, I feel you, man. This the quarantine episode of Cigar Talk, man. This shit is crazy, bro. Like, I've never seen anything like this, man.
I know. I just saw something on the internet yesterday. I guess like two doctors in China got like they had COVID like really bad, and they woke up the next day and their skin
Oh,
color
it
was
was
like,
dark, right? Yeah, I
yeah. I
saw.
was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Like right when I think like I haven't really like heard much more about it or some shit. I hear that, so it's like, damn, like you still got to be careful, you know?
Right. Yo, if you wake up with a tan tomorrow, I know I'm gonna ask you if you all right, bro. Yo, what have you kind of been doing? Just like we all have a lot of time right now, man. Like, how have you been utilizing your time?
I've just been chilling, man. I've been making a lot of music. I've been in like a really good headspace, very inspired, just cooking up like lots of stuff, all different kinds of stuff. And I've been like playing like a lot of video games, just keeping my head balanced, keep staying sane, you know what I'm saying? And then like honestly, like the other day started watching that Michael Jordan documentary,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Last Dance. That shit is fucking amazing.
Yo, bro, I feel like I'm the only one in the world who hasn't seen it yet. I gotta tune in tonight.
Man, that shit is crazy, bro. You're gonna love that shit.
What games you been on, bro?
I've been on Warzone, Call of Duty. I've been playing that like crazy. Been
Yeah.
on Madden a little bit. Been on FIFA a little bit. I've been playing NASCAR.
Oh damn.
I got this new game, Wreckfest. It's like a off-road racing game. I've been playing that too. I like racing. I like going fast. So
Yeah, okay. So yo, when you working, like, is it easy for you to work in this type of environment where it's like, yo, ain't no outside, there's no other people in the studio really? Like, I don't know what's your setup, but is it
yeah.
different than normal?
Um, it's definitely different, but honestly, I feel like I'm getting back to like my workflow that I was in a few years ago because now there's no distractions. I'm kind of like in one place and I'm working by myself or like remotely with like my friends and people on my team and shit like through the internet and like through the phone. Like I'll make some shit, FaceTime somebody, send it to their email. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
feel like I'm getting back to like that workflow, like the come up workflow for me. So honestly, I feel like it's working like way better.
right. All right, yo, tell
Learning
me.
stuff about myself, you know?
Nah, I feel that. Yo, tell me about the YNW Melly record. I saw that came out. They got the Melly and Durk called Banana Split.
Yeah.
What was
So
that? How
that's
long
my
have you been rolling that? Like, what
yeah,
is it?
so that's my first single of this year, Banana Split, YNW Melly Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? I met Melly in the studio in 2018. I actually found him on YouTube. I was like, this kid's fire. So I hit him up, got him in the studio. He came up, he was in LA for like a week. We got in the studio. First time we got in, we did like 5 records, and that was one of them. But
Yeah,
so I was just sitting on it, waiting to see if he was gonna use it for his album. He didn't. So I was like, yo, I need this one for my shit. And then I
yeah.
put Dirk on it. And I just feel like that collaboration with Dirk and Melly is like a perfect fit for the streets. And it connected and people were really fucking with it. And I just appreciate everybody supporting.
I feel that. Tell me about the actual studio session. Was it like when you there with Melly, right? Like,
Yeah.
how is it? Are you kind of giving him direction? Is he just in his own zone? Like, what? Describe that session, kind of.
I was there with a couple of my boys. He was there with a couple of his. We were just chilling. Um, he was just drinking a lot of Hennessy. So when I saw that, I'm like, shit, I'll pour with you, like shit, because that's my type of party. You know what I'm saying? I like to turn up and shit. I like to drink alcohol. Anybody who knows me knows that I like to be like lit, turned
Oh, you
up
gotta
and
get him
shit.
this Branson there right here. This Branson, you ever heard of this? This 50 drink. It's
Yeah.
nice and smooth, man.
I don't even know if I've ever sipped that though.
Oh yeah, we gonna have to send you one, man. It's just smooth.
Yeah, especially during these times, man. Send me the bottle, man.
All right, for sure.
But yeah, so we were just chilling in the studio and then just vibing really. Like, you know, I was pulling up tracks and stuff, hooking up in the headphones a little bit. And he was just going in like his creative process is like he's a genius, like, you know what I'm saying? He's up there with like to me like Party and like Juice World and stuff, like how he can just pull up a beat and he'll just record the whole beat and be like, all right, give me a take, or the whole beat, give me a take. So he'll have 3 full takes on the full length of the beat. And then we'll just go through, I'll pick some pieces that I like, and then we'll like kind of like structure a song, and then he'll go back in and maybe recut it or just leave it how it is. Because he be freestyling and it all sounds amazing. Like there's no like gibberish melody where like there's no words to it. It's all like bars. It's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up, man. That's a crazy experience. I feel like you got to get that a lot with all the artists under your belt that you work with. I think I saw an interview recently. You were talking about you finally got some work in with Bieber.
Yeah, we got some shit in.
Were y'all there together, or was it just like a?
That was just like me texting back and forth with him, sending him some tracks.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that. Yo, now like in this era we in, man, I know you see all the battles going on. They got all these like producer battles happening. It's like crazy for the culture. Everybody talking about it. It's viral. You been keeping up with any of them? Like, you watching it?
Hell yeah. Like the ones I was like, I'm like, honestly, like now it's like there's kind of like it's like cool. Like, yeah, I know like the Teddy Riley Babyface was like the biggest one, but like I feel like the Wonder one with Hit Boy, that one was like crazy. The first one, that's the one that inspired me. The one that inspired me the most was the Timbaland Swizz one. When I saw that, I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like that made me. Right after that, I hit up Tim. I'm like, man, y'all really inspire me. I hit up like a few producers, and no one really wanted to battle me. So I was just like,
okay. You want the smoke right now? Like, you trying to battle or what?
At first, I wanted to smoke with everybody, but it's like, I don't know. The people I hit up, it didn't seem like they wanted to smoke or not. So I was just like, all right, bet. So let me fall back and get in my bag and keep making these beats. And, you know what I'm saying? But the funniest one was Dream and Sean Garrett. That shit.
Oh, that was crazy.
Shit, I was fucking. That's probably the most fun I've had on fucking quarantine. Like, yeah, that shit was amazing. And the T-Pain and Lil Jon one was fire too.
Yeah, that shit was fire. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I feel like I want to see you in Metro. That's just because y'all in that era where both of y'all make your own style beats, like different kind of beats. I don't think it's just one thing that's kind of similar, and the matchups feel heavy.
The thing with me is like, I just want to let the fans see how much catalog I really have. Like in like the 4 or 5 years I've been like in the industry, like I got a lot of shit. Yeah. A lot of shit. Like I got a lot of shit, and I just want to let a lot of these new fans and stuff. They don't really know. Like they know like from like 2019 or 2018 what you got. They don't really know. Like, man, like I got like my first mixtape placement like 3 months into producing. So like I go back to live mixtapes days and like type my name in and go through all those records too. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. You do. I mean, you have built up some catalog, just like hits. When we're talking about like hit records, what does that mean to you? Because I feel like this whole producer battle, everyone's talking about hits. I see like people talking about French versus Kendrick today, and everybody's just kind of talking. What do you feel like is a hit record? What determines a hit?
A hit record is something that like culturally impacts multiple cultures. I feel like if you can, like, a global hit is something that like it strikes over here and then it translates to crossing over overseas or other places as well. You know what I'm saying? And then you got like other like national hits and stuff too that are just breaking in the US and stuff. I don't know. It's just like a big record that like that impacts people or like large crowds of people. I feel like. I don't know. It's literally an opinion. Like me saying what a hit is compared to what someone else. It's like music is literally an opinion. Like even these battles, it's like there's no like all time like he won. It's like everyone has a different opinion of who won and like what song's better. It's like music's just like a opinionated sport. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, it's hard to. I mean, so how much? With that said, like being that it's so opinionated, how much do you like put in on like numbers and charts and stuff? Like, does that go into things like being a hit? Like how many plaques or millions sold?
100%. Like numbers don't lie. Like the numbers are definitely going to tell you what a hit is. But also there's definitely hits that like aren't like charting or like numbers wise, like the biggest records or like streaming the most records either. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Damn, like you could hear like a record from a kid in Toronto or something and be like, damn, like this is a hit. But it's not like, but no one knows it. But like it's got that feeling to it where it's like, yo, like this has potential to be a huge record if they push it properly.
Right. For sure. I mean, so with that said, how is it for you? Like, right, because you have big records, right? Like, Nice for What, I think was like 5 times platinum or something crazy like that. When you make records, are you chasing that? Like, is that like a bar, or is it just like something?
Just making music. You gotta just make music. Sometimes like you be in the studio, you be overthinking, you be in your head like, damn, like I want to make a hit, but that's like where shit goes wrong. Like you can't chase that. You know what I'm saying? You got to just stay focused and just make music and just be yourself making music. Because once you start to, as a creative, once you start to think about hits, creating hits, you start to overthink. You start to fuck up your process. You start to get influenced where maybe you shouldn't get influenced from, or like you start getting influenced by like what's out or like recent music that's dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, damn, like I need like.
Yeah, it cut out for a little bit. Say that piece again.
Fuck, what did I just say? Like, like you can't chase a hit, because then once you start doing that, it's like you start to overthink and you start to get influences from places like you necessarily maybe shouldn't get influences from, like recent stuff. Like you don't want to sound like anyone else. Just do your thing, make music. Something's gonna connect. Like when you show gratitude and you're grateful to be in the position you're in and grateful to be making the music you make, and you're in a positive mind state, like spreading love, it's like you attract those things, and that's all you really need.
For sure.
And I mean, you gotta keep God first at the end of the day.
Nice plug, nice. Yeah. but yo, there's a lot of upcoming particular that watch this show.
And, well, you cut out.
Wait, hold up. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said there's a lot of producers that watch this show. Artists, people just trying to get on in general. What advice do you give like an upcoming producer that's just like, yo, man, I know I got some fire, but I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, how do I get on? Murda Beatz.
I feel like nowadays this is the trickiest question to answer, because like 5 years ago, I kind of like have a grip on like what a producer should do to be able to get on or like get in a different position for their career. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like music, like the industry and like music has shifted so much in the last like 8 years. Like I've been making beats for 9 years, almost 10 years now. That's a long ass time. Like it's crazy to think that. But like seeing how music's changed, like it went from mixtapes to streaming to this to that to like the number of people making beats. Now it's like multiplied by like 100, and it's like hundreds of millions of kids. Like it's hard to say like what really is gonna make it happen. Like I could say like still like definitely like networking is key. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got your socials on tact and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide behind a profile picture. You know what I'm saying? Show who you are. Like build that face card. You know what I'm saying? So then when people see you out, it's like, yo, you got to build that face card if you want to, like, you know what I'm saying? And just be different. You have to do shit that's different, because nowadays there's millions of people making the same beat. So you can either be one of those million people making that same beat, trying to get that same beat to fucking Drake or Travis or the Migos or whoever you're trying to get that beat to, or you can do a different approach. Be an R&B producer. You got a better shot being an R&B producer than a hip hop producer nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you think so? Is it easier? You think it's easier to get on as an R&B producer now?
Bro, there's like that lane's always like pretty wide open. You know what I'm saying? It's less competition. There's in the hip hop lane, there's too much competition. Like there's too many people trying to do the same thing, trying to work with the same top 5 to 10 artists. You know what I'm saying? What I would say another way is just build artists. You know what I'm saying? Build artists from the ground up. Who's hot locally for you? Build some shit with them. Not even like obviously the goal is to make them the next Future or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, yo, make music that you like, that you're gonna drop locally, that you're gonna gain that local fan base from. Start going to school, kids start to, oh yeah, yo, that shit you dropped is fire. Like that's how you gotta start. You gotta take over your hometown and where you're from.
Right. I feel that. With all of that, and I guess you kind of giving advice to people. Talk about maybe some things you learned from like Boy Wonder. You know what I mean? You guys are from the, all from Toronto. There's always like that Toronto connection. Toronto's really been on the map in hip hop in the last few years. What have you learned from Wonder?
Just a lot. Like even just like watching his grind and studying his moves from like when I just started making beats and stuff. Just like he he does it right. You know what I'm saying? He does everything right. He built a solid team. He has great management. He did everything right and like did everything the way I wanted to do it. You know, now I got like amazing management. I have a great team around me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the first time I ever cooked with him, I just like, I don't know, just like cooking up with him and shit just like taught me a lot about making beats. You know what I'm saying? Like how to mix my drums, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Wonder.
Right. Yeah, shout out to Wonder, man. You another one of the, I guess the real notable records is the Fifi record, 6ix9ine, Nicki Minaj, big record. Obviously, like everyone's kind of seen how the whole 6ix9ine thing played out. He got out early. If he was like he wanted to cook up with you right now, are you open to it?
Man, we ain't talking about this shit, man. Fifi's Diamond, though, you know what I'm saying? That's a 10 times platinum record, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was what it was, you know what I'm saying?
That's a 10 times platinum? You said 10 times?
Diamond.
Damn.
It was what it was for what it was, you know what I'm saying? It did its thing, you know?
Nah, for sure. Fair. When we talking about like just as producers, like, you know, I know there's times definitely like where we hear from different producers how bad it is in terms of just trying to like collect royalties and like going through the process of that. Can you talk about that and like how you kind of endure just the back end side of things? I ain't trying to like count your bread or nothing like that, but we hear that from producers speaking up about it.
So pretty much it's like when you're starting out, before you got a pub deal, before you got a deal where someone's collecting your money, you're never going to get your money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you're never going to get your money. I guess you can, but like I didn't know how to fucking get you. Like you're starting in the game, you start making beats, you're like, okay, I'm going to be a producer. Like start making beats, you're making fire music, you get a couple placements, then you're like, wait, I ain't get paid for these beats. But it's like, but I know like I have a percentage of some shit, but it's like, how do you collect that money? So it's like, you're like, God damn, like now, my bad. It's like, yo, like now, like I gotta figure out how to collect this money. I gotta like sign a deal or do something. So I was trying to like sign a deal before Pipe It Up. I came to LA. I'm like, yo, like I need a pub deal. I need a $20,000 pub deal, and nobody would give it to me. I was like, damn, like that's crazy because I just wanted to get in the system. I just knew that the next step for me was just to get in the system, and then like once you're in the system, once you're in the industry, you could kind of like get shit clicking, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, like you gotta like make sure your business is on track. You gotta make sure you have like a manager or somebody that knows how to collect your money. And like the way producers get paid for front and back end for beats, man, like you might be waiting for a year to get paid on some back end. Like it's crazy. Like the industry has to like respect producers more and like at least like get paid before the song comes out. Like, you know, like especially in pop music and shit, you'll get paid before the shit comes out. Everything's like organized and shit. But hip hop, you already know, like the way it looks, how unorganized it is, the business is usually that unorganized as well. You know what I'm saying? It translates. So you might be waiting fucking over a year to get paid. Fucking like a little 30 bands for a beat or some shit, like real shit, you know?
Right, for sure. Damn.
And then like royalties and shit, that shit don't hit for like another year. Like usually you get paid for royalties like a year after.
Okay. Oh, so after the Nice for What, it take the next year after that?
Every time like everything comes like a year because it's like it has to like they have to like collect all the money and like a whole process. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You might get a little check. Low premature check 6 months after some shit, but usually it's like a year for that shit to hit.
No, I feel it. Yo, I see like now, you know, I feel like there's kind of been this transition with you, right? Like just kind of going from just making beats to like I see you DJing a lot now at sets. I was at whose show was that? Was that Ferg show in Terminal 5? I feel like you DJ'd, you bought out Fabio. Yeah, I was there for
that. Shit was lit.
That shit was
crazy. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. New York, I feel like New York was kind of like a tough crowd. I was like, damn, these guys aren't like, I don't know, cause 5 shows before that we were in Toronto, and I told Ferg, I'm like, yo, this is about to be the most crazy show of the whole shit. And it was like, I still think the Toronto show was like the craziest show of the whole tour. Then when we got to New York, I'm like, I'm trying to see what he got going on. And then we went and we did the show, and like it was lit, but it was nothing like Toronto. So I was like, okay, like,
Yo, New York, we like it, but we just head bob. Nobody goes too crazy.
Everyone's too cool and shit.
Yeah,
see, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, everyone was too cool and shit. But then when I started playing some ratchet shit, I got the building going crazy. Like everyone was just going crazy. Like, you know?
Right. Nah, when you brought out Fabio, that shit went crazy. That shit went up though. What was that a conscious transition from like, yo, I want to just do beats to like becoming more in the forefront?
It was very organic, man. Like 2013, I was in Atlanta. Coach K told me to start DJing. If I would have did that, I would have been like the first hip hop DJ. Like there was nobody back then, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, like I don't really want to DJ like that. But then it kind of like I just went with the flow and just like it just really happened organically. Like you start to build a brand and you start to become like a hot producer and people want to see you live. Like that's it. You know what I'm saying? So start to get show offers. I'm like turning them down, like nah. And then we got an offer for Hawaii like a few years ago. And my manager's like, bro, you have to go do your first DJ show in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? Then we did that. And then from there, at first I didn't really like it, but I was still doing it. And then I did a tour with G-Eazy. And like, I was having fun, but I still really wasn't liking it. Like that was a fun time, but I wasn't really having fun like doing the DJ and shit. And then after that tour is like where I really started to enjoy it. Like I'm like, okay, I'm starting to fuck with it, like, you know. And now it's like, yeah, like I got a residency in Vegas. I performed at Coachella last year, and I'm just having a fun time. Like I just like controlling the groups of people, being in front of them, and like just having fun, like just having a great time, just like literally just controlling the party. It's fun.
Yeah. How much different is, I guess, that aspect of it from just kind of like you being like the beat side? Do you like the beats better or like the DJing?
Honestly, now it's kind of like right up there. Like before, it was like super lopsided, and then I was like, man, I don't know if I really ever want to do this DJ shit like for real. But it's like I really enjoy it. Like I'm getting more like comfortable with it, so I'm starting to enjoy it even more and more. But I don't know, like I just love making music. You know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be like my go-to. But the thing is, the thing is with DJing, how it's helped my music is you really get to understand like what a hit record does or like what a festival record does or like what's the difference between certain songs. Like, you know, certain songs that you're going to play to get that vibe. So like when I take that back to making music now, it's like I really know like what beat is like, okay, this shit will go off at Coachella. This shit will go off here. This shit will go off at like a hipster party. Like you can really like delegate like where your beat should go and like, you know what I'm saying? Just like the atmosphere around creating music more.
Nah, for that. Hell yeah. Yo, with the you made one of my favorite joints with Nip, the grinding on my life record.
Yeah.
Man, crazy record. Did you guys ever like meet up and tap in?
Yeah, so this is an awesome story too. R.I.P. Nip. So like my first time in LA, my manager, we were sleeping on floors and shit. Like I was trying to figure it out. I was always like manifesting. I was always like preaching, like manifest, like everything I talk about has been happening lately. Like literally, like I'll be like, yo, like I want to work with Jeremiah. Like I'll go in the shower, get out the shower, check my DM, and like he just DM me. I'm like, holy shit, like what the fuck? Like it was like that crazy, like the manifest speaking shit into existence, like real shit. Like so we came to LA and it was like we were just like me and my manager would go eat at Boston Nova, and like every time we went to Boston Nova, we see someone we know. So it's like, yo, you just always be like, man, we might go to Boston Nova and meet Kanye West. Like you never know. Right. So it's just like I was at the point where every night before bed I would go on Twitter and I'd be like, hey, I know that if somebody tweets at night, there's not a lot of people mention it like in their mentions on Twitter at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that if I hit you up and said, yo, Migos producer, or whatever I was gonna say, you would see it and like give me a beat email or something. So Nip tweeted something at like 3 a.m. Hit him up like literally like I'd be like if you tweet, I would literally send you a message like within that minute of your tweet. So it's like you're still on Twitter. You know, you're still checking through your shit. I hit him up and then he was like, yo, pull up on me tomorrow in the studio, send me the address, told me the time, the DM. I'm like, bet. So I pulled up. Yeah, like he was at like a little studio. And I was like, yo, like you need like I'm like, I feel like you're missing like a club record or some shit. Like, you know, you got all the rap shit, but you really need a club record. And this was like the one beat I had honestly, the beats, I feel like the beats so trash. Like it was like, cause like I was literally like getting better as I went. I was not like perfecting my art and then going out and doing it. Like it was like that was how good my beats were at the time. And
Right.
I played him the beat, and J305 was there too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy. But yeah, he got on it and killed it. And I was like, this is fire. And like he ordered pizza and stuff. Like I was like, man, Nip's like a great person and shit. Like we were chopping it up. He was just like giving me like all these like quotes and just like telling me all this like business stuff. And it was just like, I don't know, he's just like a great person, you know what I'm saying? And then even after that record came out, but that record, like he wanted me to like touch up the beat. If he's like, I know you said the beat's old, if you want to touch it up, and I didn't even touch it up. I just left it the way it was. And it came out like 4 years later. We made that beat, we made that song in like 2014.
Damn, 14?
Yeah.
And was it the same hook and everything from before?
Yeah.
All my life.
Yeah.
Been grinding all my life.
So then when he released the album, he was always like, man, we got to get back in. Because like I know like he respected that I came in like off the bat and I was like, yo, like we need to do some club shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you don't got right now. And like I know he respected that. And then we really never like got the chance to get back in. It was kind of unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But R.I.P. Nip, you know what I'm saying? Legend. You know what I'm saying? Grammy nominated. Got a platinum. Like that's like a very like meaningful record for me. And like even like when like I'm pretty sure I ordered the plaque. Like whenever I get that, that's like really meaningful because he was one of the first LA rappers to like really like tell me to pull up and like really rock with me like that. You know what I'm saying? So respect.
That's love. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's a dope story. Hell yeah. I guess, man, lastly with these battles and stuff, man, if they had a Kanye versus Pharrell, who you taking on that?
Man, I don't know, man. God damn.
Those are just legendary, man. Both of them.
I don't know. That's too crazy. Yeah, I gotta watch it, man. Make it happen. Rap Radar, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, Murda, I appreciate you pulling up, man. You know, make sure you're safe out here, social distancing. You and the family.
Hey, you too, man. Y'all in New York, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. What I'm saying. Y'all gotta be safe.
Word, for sure. Yo, Murda, I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Appreciate you too, bro. Have a good day, man.
All right, bro.